sometimes in that environment for the first time. It can be tough on them. People who normally made shots for us all year, in that situation, the shots weren't falling, and we didn't have a huge struggle generating offense most of the game. It was the last probably 10 minutes we struggled, and I don't know if that was a third game in 3 days thing, but we definitely, I think, fatigued. Kelsey picking up her fourth foul and having to move Justine over to Kelsey Hodgson, I think probably hurt us down the stretch just as far as generating offense for us, for sure. But we did struggle in the last 10 minutes to generate offense. Obviously, only a 10-point fourth quarter, but that's that.
Kelsey Daley. Talk about what the role of Kelsey Daley on this year's team.
She did a great job for us, probably in a different role for sure than she had for us last year, where she had to carry the basketball for almost 40 minutes, and she had to generate all our offense. She had to guard the toughest matchup. Her role changed a little bit this year. She was still an unbelievable leader for us, and I thought it was great to see her play this weekend. 3 very solid basketball games. It was the 3 best basketball games that I thought she'd put together this year. She competed. She did a great job on Kelsey Hodgson on Sunday, and went nose to nose with her. And unfortunately, got in some foul trouble late where we had to make the switch. But she's a competitor. I felt great for her to put 5 years into the program here and reward her with getting to the final. And I just wish we could have finished it off for her. I think it's going to be a good tournament. Obviously, Sydney did a great job hosting the AUS Women's this weekend, and I think it's going to be probably equally good show up there for the men's tournament. X and Cape Breton have been nose to nose all year and have a great regular seasons. St. Mary's has been in the mix, as well as Dalhousie, who's defending champs. So I think it's any one of those 4 teams that can come out for sure. Maybe a slight edge to X and Cape Breton at this weekend, with Cape Breton playing at home for sure, and the atmosphere that's going to go on up there. But I think St. Mary's and Dal have an opportunity and have some experienced players, especially St. Mary's with Joey Haywood and Mark McLaughlin, Ike Chegbu in his 5th year, have a chance to make some noise in the tournament. And Dalhousie, defending champs, and everyone saw what Simon Farine did last year in the AUS tournament, so you can never count them out. I do. Les is doing a great job at those, and enjoy watching those games. And they've had a tough go with Vermont. Missed a whack of free throws the other day, I heard, and could have won a tough road game there. But they seem to be doing the right things. They're playing a good style of basketball. Les is doing a good job, and the games are very enjoyable to watch. And I think it would have been nice to see them play Puerto Rico here the other night, just as a measuring stick. I think Puerto Rico's the top team, and the snowstorm unfortunately canceled the Halifax game here the other night. But it would have been nice to see how the Rainmen fared against them here in Halifax. But I think they've got an opportunity to win a championship themselves. I think they're pretty well equipped to make some noise for sure. Depending on the seed, that's always important. Simon Fraser's been obviously the class of women's basketball this year and last year, and they've got a very solid group. You'd want to, I think, probably try to avoid them till the final if you could. But I think our league's improved vastly in the last few years, and I think we can compete with the Canada West schools. We can compete with the Quebec and Ontario for sure. So I think Cape Breton can make some noise. They've got a great player, which you need a great player to win a championship, and they've got a great supporting cast who's been there, had some experience the last couple of years at nationals, and know how to get it done. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Cape Breton make some noise and get to a final and challenge for a championship.
With that said, Justine Colley, 38 points against Munn, first team AUS All-Star, Rookie of the Year, obviously. Is that what you was expecting when Justine Colley from Halifax came on board?
Absolutely. She's a great player. She can take her game to a whole other level, which I was fortunate to see. I've coached her before in the summer and followed her high school career closely, obviously, when I recruited her, and I knew she was that type of player. She just put us on our back Saturday night against Memorial and said we weren't losing, and it was one of the best singular performances I've seen in basketball, girls, guys, otherwise. She just totally stepped up. 38 points. I think she was 13 for 24 from the field and 10 for 11 from the free throw line as well, and just defended hard for us as well in all aspects. On Saturday night she was unbelievable, and she had a great game on Sunday too. It just I think we sort of ran out of gas as a team down the stretch.
Harrison puts a move on Harrison, and down for Stephanie Clark, and a 3-point play for Stephanie Clark off the feed from Justine Colley.
I hope so. That's what we tried to sell to Justine when we recruited here, that we were going to do good things and that we'd have a chance to win a championship this year based on the people we'd have around her and her abilities. And that's our challenge. We've got to keep that momentum going. We've got to build on this. And, people saw a great run. It was great for kids around the area to see, and on the computer, on the Eastlink broadcast this weekend, to see us make a run and see what we could do. And I think everybody really, if you hadn't had a chance to see Justine play, having seen her play the 2 games that were on TV or on the computer this weekend, I think she was the talk of the tournament. And, I've answered, probably 50 emails on what a weekend we had and the job Justine did on the weekend, and she was unbelievable. And now the challenge for her is to keep working at it and get better and keep improving. I thought she improved immensely since coming in high school, and did a great job leading this team this year as a vocal leader and as a player. And our challenge is to keep putting pieces around her so that we can get to the level of Cape Breton and get out of conference and have an opportunity to win on the big stage.
Well, Coach.